Welcome, everyone, to another of Aunt Sue's famous true-to-life stories.
This is a true story, Uncle Dan, about a great man, Abraham Lincoln. I call it Little Dan and Big Abe. The Ripley brothers, Will and Dan, were as different as two people can be different. That may be one reason they loved each other so deeply, even more than is usually meant by brotherly love. Will Ripley was several years older than Dan. In 1861, he was just the right age to respond to President Lincoln's call for more men to fight for the Union Army.
While I'm off to war, Dan, I want you to take good care of Mother and Father and the farm.
I will.
And try to control your temper, will you? For me?
I'll try, but anyway, I'll take care of things while you're at war best I can. I'll do anything for you, Will.
Yes, Dan loved his brother Will. And he also loved Jack. And now that Will had gone off to war, Dan and Jack became even better pals and more constant companions.
You're all I got now, Jack. Will's away, and Father and Mother's too busy to pay any attention. So, you're my pal now.
Between Jack and Will's weekly letters, Dan led a fairly happy and normal life. However, Will's weekly letters became his monthly letters. Then, along about July of 1863, they ceased to come at all.
I wonder what's happened to Will, Jack. If it wasn't for you, Jack, I think I'd run away and go to war. Maybe then I could find Will and also help Mr. Lincoln win the war. I love you next to Will. And I can't take you to war with me, so I'll stay here, and we'll help Father with the farm.
The summer of 1863 was unusually hot and humid. The heat and the hard work made Dan irritable and cross. The climax to these conditions came one day when Dan returned from an errand in the little nearby town.
Here you are, Father.
Oh, thanks, son. Now, you'd better get the cows. It's time to do the chores.
All right, Father. Come on, Jack. Jack. Here, Jack. Jack.
Dan,
Here, Jack.
come here a minute.
What do you want, Father?
I hate to have to tell you this, but, well, Jack, the heat was too much for him, and he became sick, went mad, and I had to shoot him.
Jack, dead? You shot him?
No, son, I said I had to. And don't let that temper of yours get the best of
You
you.
didn't have to. You shot him on purpose. Will is gone, and now you shoot Jack.
Son,
Jack! Jack!
I'm sorry, Dan.
You
Awfully sorry.
do anything like that.
I buried Jack out behind the barn.
Jack!
Poor Dan. First Will's gone, and now Jack.
Dan rushed out behind the barn and flung himself, heartbroken, on the fresh mound of dirt, marking the burial place of his pal Jack.
No one understands how I loved you, Jack. It's that Will. I'm going to run away and find Will.
Dan remained there on that little mound of dirt, despite the entreaties of his mother and the commands of his father. Food was brought to him, but he wouldn't touch it. Oh, what are we going to do, William?
There's nothing we can do. He's heartbroken.
We can't leave him out there all night.
Better to leave him there with his sorrow than to force him to come in.
Later that night, Dan stole into the house, tied up some clothes in a bundle, took the food at hand, and then went out back of the barn to the little mound.
I'm going away, Jack. And I'm never coming back. And I'll never forgive Father for shooting you. Will and you were the only ones who loved me or tried to understand me. Now you're gone, so I got to run away and find Will. Bye, Jack. Bye. Goodbye.
In the wee hours of the morning, Dan left the farm, trudged across the fields and woods. High-tempered and unforgiving, he pushed on. Emerging from the woods, he trudged down the rutty country road toward the soldier's home. He had been raised in a strict home, and suddenly he remembered something.
I haven't said the Lord's Prayer yet tonight. I can't pray walking. I'll stop beside the road here somewhere. Is a good place. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive... No, I won't forgive, Father. I won't forgive, Father.
This new mental distress was too much for Dan. There, in the dark by the roadside, he lay down and bitterly cried himself into an exhausted sleep. At this same hour, another exhausted, tired person, a tall, lean-faced man with eyes full of sorrow, was pacing the floor of the White House in nearby Washington. Affairs weighed heavily upon him. Affairs that concerned not only men, but armies. Not only armies, but entire races and principles of human welfare. Things had gone bad for the Union Army at Gettysburg, and decisions had to be made.
Oh, God, help me. Help me to make the right decisions.
Finally, just before dawn, the pacing stopped. The president walked hastily toward a door on one side of the room.
Scanlon, do you want anything more from me tonight?
I want you in bed, sir. Mrs. Lincoln shouldn't have gone away. Staying up this late, you've been unfair with her and us.
I just had to make some decisions, Scanlon. And with God's help, I have made them. Now I can sleep. You sure there's nothing else?
Well, only the matter of these deserters, sir.
Only? How wicked this war is. War leads us to consider lives by the dozen, by wholesale. How many in this batch, Scanlon?
24, sir.
24 deserters. You want them shot. You say that lenience to the few would be injustice to the many. And I guess you're right.
Then you give your approval to their execution, sir?
I can't decide. Scanlon, you see in me a weak man. But I do want to be sure I'm right. Executing men for any reason is a serious thing. I'm going to take a walk in the fresh morning air, thrash this thing out with myself.
President Lincoln slipped out of the White House into the dark night. His long legs bore him rapidly northward. Soon he was nearing the soldier's home, where he was wont to sleep in Mrs. Lincoln's absence. He wasn't yet quite ready for bed, so he turned off the main road into a rutty country road.
Well, I'm tired. They say I used to be great at splitting rails, and now a 5-mile walk tires me. And I'll sit down here by the roadside and watch daybreak. You know, I love to watch dawn. The earth coming to life, light breaking in. What's this? Why, it looks like a boy. It is a boy, just awakening. Good morning, son.
Oh.
You got old Mother Earth to make a bed for you. How's the mattress?
What are you doing here, sir?
I appear to be waking you and doing a bad job of it, too.
Who are you?
Well, now, does that make any difference?
You didn't come to take me back.
Back?
I wouldn't have gone except I had to.
I see. Yeah, It's rather I don't see. There's a misunderstanding here. Almost as bad a misunderstanding as Mamie and her mother had over Mr. Riggs. Ever hear that story, son?
No, sir.
Well, son, it was this way. Mr. Riggs was the undertaker back home. Mamie...
that was a good story.
You like it, huh? I'll tell you another story.
Will you?
I was sitting here when we ought to be getting home. Reminds me of this story. This one concerns a young fella like you.
Hey, you're a good storyteller, sir.
Thanks, sir. But I reckon we ought to be moving along. Don't you reckon so?
Are you going to war, too?
Oh, you're on your way to the war.
Yes, sir.
Does your father know?
Reckon he does by now.
I gather you're running away to the war.
Father, he killed my dog without telling me, so I left for the war without telling him.
I see. What's your father's name, son?
William Ripley, senior, that is. Will Jr.'s my brother. He's off at the war. I'm Dan.
Well, Dan, I reckon as how you're off to the war to find your brother Will.
I don't care if I ever come back either. I love Jack better than...
Jack was your dog?
Yeah. Father shouldn't have killed him without letting me know. I'll never forgive him for that. Never, never.
And you're right, Dan. Don't ever forgive your father, Dan. Don't ever forget it either. Under one condition.
What's that, sir?
That you also never forget all the kind and nice things that your father has done for you. How old are you, Dan?
15. Going on 16.
Well, that's quite a heap of years, quite a heap. In 15 years, a father can pile up a lot of good deeds. But I suppose your father's different. I suppose he's done a lot of mean deeds to cancel the good ones off. Has he?
No, sir.
Well, you're an honest boy, Dan. And I want to be honest with you. I am in the army already. I am the commander-in-chief.
You? You're the commander-in-chief of the army?
That's what I'm called, Dan. And occasionally the generals will let me meddle in army affairs, but not often. They don't seem to like it very much when I do meddle. There's a special case on right now. Last night I pretty nearly had 24 men shot.
Whew.
I hadn't quite decided what to do. That's why I came out here in God's own woods. And I'm glad I came, for you've helped me decide.
I've helped you decide to shoot them?
No, Dan, not to shoot them.
Oh. What did those men do, sir?
They're deserters.
Well, I'm glad you're not going to have them shot.
So am I. And it's because of you. You showed me the case in a new light. Here you are, deserting home, deserting your father, bringing sorrow to him and your mother. You're punishing your father merely because he did one deed. Shoot your dog, just as if he'd been a mean father all his life. And it's like that with those 24 deserters. They've served for years faithfully. Can any one thing they do be so grossly bad as to blot out all the rest of their lifetime of decent living? I think not. Dan, I'm going to make a bargain with you.
All right, sir.
If you'll go home and forgive your father, I'll go home and forgive those 24 deserters. Is it a bargain?
I don't know.
By going home, Dan, you will save the lives of 24 men. Won't you be merciful, Dan? God will remember, and perhaps someday forgive you a trespass.
Well, sir... All right. That's a go.
Yes, I'll go home.
Where's your home, sir?
The White House, Dan.
Then you are the president.
And your servant. Don't forget that, Dan. You've been a real help to me, And generals or no generals, I'll spare those 24 men. Anytime I can do anything for you, drop in.
At the White House?
Sure, why not? You'd better let me give you a latchkey. The guard at the door's a stubborn fellow. Please admit Dan Ripley on demand. A. Lincoln. There, Dan. How's that?
Oh, thank you, Mr. President.
Dan, it's been a good morning's work. 24 lives saved before breakfast. You and I ought to be able to eat a comfortable meal. Goodbye, son.
Forgiveness was in Dan's heart. Also a warm, wonderful feeling. He had been talking to and praised by Abraham Lincoln. He would never forget this day. He would talk about it to the end of his life. Dan did not know it, but the greatest part of this day was still to come.
I'm home, Mother. And there's nobody here. Maybe they... Oh, there they are out in the front yard. Will they be surprised to see me? Mother... There's a Union officer with them. I wonder what's the matter. Mother's crying. Father's almost Oh, I know they're crying because they think I've run away to the army and the soldiers here to help look for me. Mother? Father?
Oh, Danny, where have you
The
been?
Lord must have sent you an answer to our prayers, son.
Danny, you're our only son now. Will...
Dan, Will was found asleep while on duty. This officer brought us the news.
They're gonna shoot Will?
I guess that's the penalty for going to sleep while on guard duty.
I wonder if he was one of the 24 he was talking about.
Let's go in the house and pray. Talk to God about our troubles.
You pray, Father, you and Mother. While you pray, I'm going to run.
Run where, Danny?
Will is in
dear?
Pennsylvania. He's too far for you.
I'm going to run to the White House. He told me anytime I needed help to drop in. Anytime. That's what he said. And
Who are
surely
you
now,
talking
the
about, son?
President Lincoln.
But the president is busy, Danny. He can't take time to see
He'll
you.
see me. I know he will.
Son, the president can't see you. Why he's so busy with
Look
the war.
at this card. He gave it to me.
Who gave it to you?
Mr. Lincoln. Read it.
Please admit Dan Ripley on demand. A. Lincoln.
I saw the president a while ago. I helped him, and now I know he'll help me.
Do you think he will, Father?
He might.
Quick, Danny, we must go see him at once.
Yes. I'll stay here and take care of the stock and pray.
Please take my horse and carriage.
Oh, thanks, officer. We will.
And may the good Lord help you.
He will.
I'll help you in, Mother.
Yes.
Do hurry.
And don't worry about the horse and carriage. I'll drop by tomorrow and pick him up.
You're
Thank
very
you.
kind, sir.
That's
Come
quite
on,
all right.
get up.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, son.
Pray for us.
Godspeed you. Goodbye. Bye.
Excuse us, sir, but in which room is the president?
He's very busy. Do you have an appointment?
No, but he said I could drop in when I wanted to. And what's more, he gave me a latchkey. This card.
Please admit Dan Ripley on demand. A. Lincoln. Yeah, that's the president's signature. You, Dan Ripley?
Yes, sir.
In that case, you'd better step in the waiting room, right through that door.
Thank you.
Dan and his mother walked into the waiting room. There were 40 or 50 people crowded into that waiting room. Some were in uniform. All looked tired, impatient, and important. Dan realized that the president could never see them all.
You sit here, Mother. I'm going up to that boy guarding the doorway and see if he won't let me in.
As Dan walked across the room to the boy guarding the door, 50 pairs of eyes followed him.
Hello? Is the president in that room?
Yes, he
Can
is.
I go in and see him?
No, you
But
can't.
I've got to see him right away.
The look of annoyance on the faces of those 50 waiting people seemed to say, does this urchin expect to see the president ahead of important people like us?
Are you sure the president's in there, through that door?
Sure he is. He's in there with General Scanlon.
Suddenly, Dan darted around the boy and through the door.
Come back here. You can't.
Hello, Mr. President.
Dan, how
I'm sorry,
you...
Mr. President. He slipped past me.
It's all right, Sam. He's here at my request.
Yes, sir? Yes, sir.
I'm suddenly glad to see you so soon, Dan. You're just in time to back me up. Let me introduce you to General Scanlon.
How do you do, sir?
Mr. President, I repeat that unless these men are made an example of, the Army itself may be in danger. Mercy to these 24 men could well mean cruelty, even death, to nearly 1 million men.
Did you go home, son?
Yes, sir.
Then I shall keep my half of the bargain. General, this boy and I each walked the woods half the night, carrying similar problems, trying to decide whether it was best to forgive. We decided that it was. Dan, how did your folks take it?
He would have killed them if I'd run away for good, for they just got word that my brother Will. You know, I told you about him last night. He's to be shot for sleeping on watch.
Oh.
I just know he was tired out. He didn't go to sleep on purpose. I told my mother that you wouldn't let Will be shot if you knew about it.
Yes,
I brought my mother to see you, sir, seeing as how she wouldn't quite believe what I said about our agreement.
Our agreement was for 24 men, Dan. But I don't mind throwing in an extra one for you.
Oh, no.
Scanlon, have your aide-de-camp. See if we have anything on Will Ripley on file.
You heard him, Major. Report back here immediately.
Sit down, Dan, until the Major returns.
Yes, sir.
And now, General, I have given my decision made by the help of God and this boy.
But, Mr. President, to pardon deserters, it just isn't done. The morale of the Army will...
By pardoning those 24 deserters, we have 24 live fighters for the Army instead of 24 corpses underground. Certainly, that is a good investment for the United States. There are too many weeping widows and mothers now. Don't ask me to add 24 to that number. I won't do it. The Major is back. Any luck in finding anything about Will Ripley?
Let me see. Oh, yes. Will Ripley is to be executed tomorrow for sleeping on duty.
Give me those papers, Scanlon. Will Ripley. Hand me a pen, General.
Yes, sir. Here.
Here, Dan. Read this.
Will Ripley is not to be shot until further orders from me, A. Lincoln. Oh, thank you. Thank you. May I bring my mother in to see it? And you, too?
The president could not refuse. In a moment, those 50 people in the waiting room saw the boy emerge from the inner office, grab his mother, and with her, rush back into the president's room. She was confused. The general was red with irritation. Will Ripley is not to be shot until further orders from me, A. Lincoln. Oh, is that a pardon, sir? Does that mean that my Will won't be shot at all?
My dear madam, if your son never looks on death until orders come from me to shoot him, he will live to be a great deal older than anyone else in this world has ever lived.
Oh, I want to thank you, Mr. President. Thank you so very much.
Thank Dan there. If he had not let the warmth of forgiveness soften his heart, Will Ripley would have died. And perhaps, if I had not met Dan in the woods, I might have gone into eternity with the blood of those 24 men on my hands. It is true that those 24 are erring soldiers. We must consider what they have done and what they will do as intently as we consider the wrong of the moment. Goodbye, Dan. You and I shall both remember today with easy consciences.
The waiting crowd in the anteroom could not understand why that boy, who had dashed into the president's office to later emerge and unceremoniously escort the woman in to see the president, was now bringing her out with such obvious pride. They could not understand why the tears were rolling down her cheeks at the same time that a smile glorified her face. But any of them could see that the woman and the boy were radiant with happiness. If those 50 waiting people could have looked through the door into the president's office, they would have seen a reflection of Dan's joy shining on the somber, deep-lined face of the man who had once again indulged in mercy.